Good morning, students. This school raise Azizi. Today we're going to start new chapter, chapter number 7, packing, from your English book, Behive. And it's written by Jerome K. Jerome. And just to tell you that it's an extract from the book Three Men in a Boat. And you need to know also the author, the narrator. He narrates this situation when three friends were doing packing for one trip. There are some questions for you in the beginning. I'll just read it for you. Do you like going on trips? What kind of trips do you enjoy most? Going on trips means when you go and visit some places like Shimla, Delhi, the places like that. How do you feel about having packed for a trip? Obviously, when you start for a trip, before you start, you have to pack your stuff, your clothes and other necessities like brush and whatever you needed for your personal thing, which is important, obviously. So you have to do the packing, right? Have you ever discovered on a trip that you have forgotten to pack a few things you very much need or that you can't find them easily? And it happens sometimes with people that when they arrive at the destination and then they realize that they have forgotten something which was quite important and they needed it immediately at once. For example, like toothbrush, paste, soap, towel. So it happened with us also, like when we arrived at some place and we have to stay in a hotel or something. Obviously, you can't borrow toothpaste or toothbrush from other. So you don't have any other choice except buying a fresh one if you have forgotten at home. So how do you feel when you realize that you have forgotten? Does it make you angry? Or does it make you laugh at yourself? So here we start the paragraphs, and like I said, the writer, he narrates the situation. I said I had packed. I rather pride myself on my packing. Packing is one of those many things that I feel I know more about than any other person living. It surprises me myself sometimes how many such things there are. I impressed the fact upon George and Harris and told them that they had better leave the whole matter entirely to me. They fell into the suggestion with a readiness that had something uncanny about it. George spread himself over the easy chair, and Harris cocked his legs on the table. So, apart from the narrator, there were two other friends named George and Harris. So, what the author says here that he actually wanted to supervise, do the leadership while they packed their stuff. So he wanted to suggest his friends George and Harris to leave everything on him, how it should be managed, and then he in fact he wanted to like direct these two friends do this, do that. So that's what he meant here. And he felt proud on himself, on his packing. So he thought himself that he was a good packer. So when he told his friends George and Harris to leave everything on him, so they thought that they had to only sit and watch, and they did so. So what George did, he spreaded himself over the easy chair, and while Harris cocked his legs on the table. This was hardly what I intended. So, like I mentioned to you, that Jerome didn't want this. He meant something else. So, what I had meant, of course, was that I should boss the job. So, what the narrator wanted, in fact, that these two friends, Harris and George, they should listen to Jerome and work accordingly. So, what Jerome meant here, that he just wanted to instruct these two friends, do this, put that there, bring that here, put this in this bag, take this out from the bag. So those kind of instruction he wanted to give. He wanted to boss the job, means he wanted to just direct, instruct like this. And that Harris and George should potter about under my directions, I pushing them aside every now and then with, "Oh, you here, let me do it." There you are simple enough. Really teaching them, as you might say, they are taking it in the way they did irritated me. There's nothing does irritate me more than seeing other people sitting about doing nothing when I'm working. So I've already explained this, that George and Harris, George spreaded himself over the easy chair, while Harris cocked his legs on the table, which obviously the narrator, Jerome, he didn't like that. And what he wanted to boss the job. And these things really irritated him, that people don't do anything and they just sit and watch while he was working. I lived with a man once who used to make me mad that way. He would loll on the sofa and watch me doing things by the hour together. He said it did him real good to look on at me messing about. Messing about means like disturbing something, like putting things unorganized. So he remembered one incident, he remembered one man who used to do the same. That man used to make him mad by sitting on the sofa and watching him doing things for hours or so. And he said it did him real good to look at him messing about. Messing about means like in an unorganized way. Now I'm not like that. I can't sit still and see another man slaving and working. I want to get up. Another man, I want to get up and superintend and walk around with my hands in my pocket and tell him what to do. It is my energetic nature. I can't help it. So what the narrator meant here, that he is changed now. He's not like that anymore. He was not going to work like, and he would let other person sit and watch him slaving and working. So now he's changed. Now he would just let get the other people work and superintend. Superintend means means like supervise them and instruct them, and walk around with my hands in my pocket. So just like boss, putting hands in the pocket and telling him what to do. So it is my energetic nature, I can't help it. So he's saying that now that's his nature. So he's like that. Okay, that's enough for the day, and don't forget to join the online class, because rest of the paragraphs will be read and explained in the Zoom classes only. So we'll be finishing the chapter today only. Thank you very much. Have a good day ahead.